Well, I left home as soon as I could to get away from my granddad. He'd abused me from when I was 5 to when I was about 14. I left home to live with my older boyfriend. I thought he'd protect me and give me a better life. My parents didn't like him, but as soon as I was 18, I went to live with him. He was very possessive, which I liked. It was the first person that I'd ever felt, that really cared about me. Soon after I moved in with him, I actually became pregnant. And then the sex became very rough. I never fought back. I used to cry sometimes and act sort of lifeless, hoping he'd leave me alone, but of course he never did. I had a miscarriage. And after that, nothing I ever did was good enough for him. It started with shouting and name-calling, and he wanted me to get pregnant straight away again. He was always wanting sex. It was horrible. It was... I didn't want to upset him. It was scary, He used to... Well, it was like living on tenterhooks. He was always finding fault with me, with something I'd done or something I hadn't done. And it didn't get any better after I had my daughter. He used to enjoy humiliating me. I had to give him sex because, well, I couldn't say no. He'd threatened me and he threatened my daughter. I was just too scared to say no. So it went on, year after year after year. Then, one day I was in the doctor's, in the surgery. I saw Crassack's helpline number, and I found the courage to phone them up one day when he was at work. The person I spoke to was so supportive, and first time that anybody was really on my side. They believed what I was saying. And it was such a relief to tell them that what he was doing, well, that it wasn't okay, that it was rape. It was a relief to say the words. But also, of course, it was a shock. Well, he was furious that I'd reported it. He threatened me and all sorts of... I decided, after I'd gone into Crassack for support, well, I decided to report it to the police, the abuse. I couldn't have done it without their help every step of the way. No one really believed me, Nobody believed that it could be as bad as I said it was. I was constantly questioned. Family, friends, the police, solicitors. And the court date kept getting postponed. And a year later, he's in prison. And I'm starting to get my life back together. Yeah. I feel for the first time now that I'm a survivor and not a victim of sexual violence, because that's what it is, It's violence. You can get counselling for all the trauma that you've been through. That's what I'm doing now, and it's really helping. Really, really helping. So it goes back, you see. They've helped me understand how the abuse I suffered with my partner is sort of built on the abuse that I suffered as a child. I suppose I was like a victim waiting for it to happen again. But as an adult, I can say no, and I did. And that's what's changed my life, turned it round. So I'd say, don't suffer on your own. Don't feel ashamed. It's not your fault. Talk to someone.